Hello, welcome to this week's Battle of the Ports. Unlike many channels doing something Christmassy around this time of year, I decided to go the complete other way with some 90s destruction with this week's game, Quarantine by ImageXL. Quarantine first hit the PC in 1994 running under DOS. The primary gameplay of Quarantine consists of using weapon-equipped taxis to pick up passengers, deliver packages, and defeat enemies. In between missions, the player replenishes the taxi's ammunition and armour by visiting service stations marked on the player's map. Missions send the player through Chemo City's various districts. Progression from one zone to the next is blocked by a password-protected gate, until the player has completed enough story missions to advance. Quarantine required a rather powerful system when it was first released. One of the original ads in magazines for the game used the slogan, "If you've got the RAM, we've got the pedestrians." Typical edgy 90s bollocks. Quarantine, long before Grand Theft Auto 3 and other similar games, employed the drive-by shooting tactic of using the Uzi to shoot out of the side windows. As you can clearly see, I'm not doing very well in this DOS version as I'm having to use the keyboard controls, and let me tell you, this game does not control well on a keyboard. Or maybe it's the same with the joystick, but I doubt it. The game feels like it should have been running with analog controls.
Buildings continue to burn out of control throughout the Lower East Side this morning. So if you're living downtown, wake up, because you're on fire.
ImageXL ported Quarantine over to the 3DO also in 1994. This version runs a bit worse than the PC, but then again it would depend upon what PC you had back at the time. What can be said for sure is that the 3DO version has vastly simplified graphics. The floors are completely untextured, and there seems to be a lot less in the world. However, the main sprites maybe don't get as pixelated as the PC. Sadly, the game plays like crap no matter what control option you choose. On February 16, 1996 came the PlayStation port of Quarantine, known as Hard Rock Cab. This was also ported in-house by ImageXL, so it's odd how it remained a Japanese exclusive. However, it seems ImageXL weren't too good when it came to programming the PlayStation. The game does run better than the 3DO and has a much more graphically filled city, but it runs a little sluggish. Then again, compared to the 3DO, this PlayStation port is flying along. The game does suffer from polygon warping in areas, and the 2D sprites are also pixelated. And let's not forget about the blood now being green rather than red. Overall though, this is probably the best console version available. Or is it? months after the PlayStation port came the Saturn version on July 12, 1996, with a much better title of Death Bottle, and a much cooler title screen. It's also the only version that plays music over the story section. Just like the PlayStation game, this was a Japanese exclusive release. Unlike the PlayStation version, this was developed by Infini, the same company that also ported Phantasm to the Saturn. This Saturn version runs quite well and even looks better than the PlayStation, thanks to no polygon warping and far less pixelated sprites. The game even runs at a high frame rate, but at the cost of the game slowing down when things get busy. Sadly, just like every version of the game, it controls like crap. Quarantine is just not a good controlling game, no matter what you play it on. Let's take a look at all those versions of Quarantine running side by side. They all suck, but which one sucks the least?
With me, oh, won't you dance with me? I can see that I'm no good without you. The rumba makes me hunger for your love, and the moon and the stars are up above. Therefore, dance with me. You are so pretty. And me, well, I'm just an old-fashioned type of guy. All I wanna do is dance with you and romance with you. I'm talking to you.